Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to the channel. Now, give me a second while I pull this up. Today, we're just going to talk about news, Planetary Qualifier, and possibly just jump into some games later on. Um, why do I have two here? There we go. Okay. Planetary Qualifiers, event results, set 4, news, spoilers. We're going to talk about it all right here, right now. I forgot what that site was that has all the planetary qualifier results. Um, Dang it, what is it called? Star Wars. I thought it was like the Star Wars Unlimited competitive hub or something like that. Star Wars Unlimited tournament results? Is it Star Wars Unlimited GG? I guess this is what I got, huh? No, this isn't right. Where was I finding that? I don't remember. Oh my god. Results. Where do I find the results? That is so frustrating. Okay, I guess until people start chiming in. First big thing, besides the PQs going on, right? We got the rotation coming out, which I already kind of talked about this a little bit. And, was kind of wondering what this symbol was on the spoiled cards. But yeah, they're talking about officially rotating things out, right? At the start of set 7, the first 3 sets rotate out. You have 4 sets, and then you stack on a couple more, and then rotate out the first 3. Um, Kind of interesting. There be at least 4 sets per rotation, and it's gonna be interesting how that chalks out, especially once you get to 7 sets, and then all of a sudden you're back down to 4. It seems really weird. Seems interesting getting that limited card pool. I'm not. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be even fun that there's a, you know, what's the word? Like a legacy format, right? But I don't know. I guess there's not much more to say about that. Um, Before I talk about PQ results, I guess we could jump into going through these spoilers, huh? I don't know where to find the freaking events. So if anybody in chat can tell me where to go for the, I thought it was called SWU, like competitive hub or something like that. Why do I not remember? I don't remember. I swear I had it. you know? There's a dash. Is it like SWU dash competitive hub? I just typed in like SWU. Competitive. It just does not pop up in my search. It is just nowhere to be found. So, okay. I think it doesn't pay Google enough to pop up. That's crazy. I found it, right? SWU dash competitive hub. That's wild. This is what we want right here, baby. Here we go. Let's see. My PQ was here. San Diego.
My man.
Let's go there. This was the results to my PQ. My buddies on the Krennic ECL. Our viewer, one of our viewers here, one of our Jake Shellers, was on Cad Bane Tarkentown. He got top 8 here, lost in the first round of top 8. I wish we could see their decks. None of their decks are linked. But Andrew on his Krennic ECL got second. On one Tarkentown won, which is really annoying because this fool won in, what is it? Oh, this would have been the weekend before. Pasadena? Wait. Oh, there's Pasadena. Pasadena. This is the same guy. This Han1 Tarkentown. So we can actually see his list here, actually. I imagine he didn't make many changes for the PQ, the San Diego PQ. But red is so interesting. Especially with pillage. Like, talk about hand hate, dude. Daring Raid. I guess, what do you get from red? Daring Raid, A-Wing, Cassian, Pillage, K2. Armed to the teeth. I guess that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit of stuff to get with red. But yeah, this was an interesting deck. I wish I got to play against it. I feel like my CAD matches up really well against it. FT in the board. Oh yeah, Force Throw. For that extra discard crate, I guess. These decks look dope. Yeah, this deck is spicy. What did he name it? Smuggling is my real hand. Oh, I guess he's talking about smuggling stuff out of his row. Like he just burns his hand. I think that's what the idea is. Just burn your hand, play everything you can, and then you have all the stuff to smuggle out. I don't really care about this PQ. But yeah, this PQ, I beat this Palp Yellow. I lost to the Tarkentown. I lost to the Krennic. So three of my Swiss games were against top four players, and I lost to this guy. Um, One I wanted to look at was from Germany. Yes, this is our guy right here in the chat. Cad Bane ECL, bro. Okay, wonder if I type in uh Cad Bane ECL. How many pop up? Just one. He's the only guy. He's the only guy. This is my list. He's representing, bro. He is representing. Although his sideboard's a bit different, and he added Surprise Strike to the main. But other than that, this is what I was rocking. He has the Barrage in the sideboard, and Surprise Strike in the main. Those are the only two differences. And that's honestly kind of wild. So good for him. The Lev. Yeah, I saw him. He commented in the chat as Tristan. So I don't know, but good for him. Germany. CAD, ECL, and I guess he mentioned yesterday that he only lost to that Boss Green there. Surprised about Boss Green with winning the PQ in Germany, Essen, Germany. Kind of surprised. I feel like we've been seeing ECL a lot, but this is just a straight green. He's just mega ramp. Oof, I love the Pirate Battle Tank. This card was sick in limited, I remember. This is a deck that I've been wanting to try, you know, the Boss Green type. Client in the sideboard. What the heck? That's kind of wild. Client for 5, is that worth? But yeah, pretty... Oh, client in the main board. What? That's nuts. I guess it's like... His action just gives you an ability to just ping them. Yeah, extra bounty to ping. That's so interesting. So yeah, we start to see Boss Green creep up in the meta, huh? Cordoba, Han 1 green, and a Han 1 red. Okay, Han green, Han red, Han yellow. Kind of ridiculous. Not gonna lie. He can play for free with the bounty. He can play for free. Oh, with Bounty Hunter's Query. Oh, interesting. Whoops. That's actually a good point. Bounty Hunter's Query plays out the client for free. And Vader. I think there's lots of Han 1 green this weekend. Bounty Hunter's Query and Vader pull the client. That's spicy tech, though. Holy crap. Yeah, so our guy Lego Pizza, he was running Han green, right? And he saw some good results with it. Gar Yellow. So Gar Yellow won in Melbourne. Hell yeah. Very, very interesting. I think the deck that I would be most interested in playing is something like this. If I didn't play, you know, CAD ECL, of course. I really like green. I think Bosk is really good. So yeah, I'm not surprised by a lot of this, right? Kylo Tarkentown, that's sick. Seems like we end up seeing a lot of the same leaders show up. You know, sometimes there'll be a Bosk, sometimes there'll be an Anakin. This one's crazy though. This one's so like, okay, yeah, 3 Hans, 2 Quinlins, a Sabine. I guess it's Sabine yellow though, so that makes it a little more interesting, right? Oh, Mace blue. I didn't even notice this. This guy got second. So it's just like a red blue hero control type deal. Wow. Second place. Wait. Oh, so the Lev went through and made and put together the deck list. He wasn't actually the author of these. That makes sense now. Yeah, this seems interesting though. I think Mace Windu is very slept on, honestly. I could see him doing good. I saw a guy locally was having some success with like Mace Red, and it catches people off guard for sure. Not a lot of people are used to playing against Mace Windu. And then 3 freaking Quinlins and a Sabine. Another Boss Green takes it. Oh, this was the London PQ. This is where this is Bobby Sapphire's lit, or one of these is Bobby Sapphire's. There's four Django Tarkentowns. What? What the hell, dude? That's nasty. Which one was Bobby Sapphire's list? This one was okay. The top one I picked. So yeah, Bobby Sapphire. I want to talk about this style of deck when we get into set 4 discussions too, because I think this type of list is just going to get even better next set. Like Django's not fully like the best space leader, I feel like, right? And then when Boba comes up, it's going to be kind of nuts. I feel like the only reason you play Django in a list like this is to get the fire spray. But the pinging is crazy as well, I guess. Especially against other aggro lists. Paris was a freaking yellow. Oh my gosh. On yellow just tore apart Paris. This is disgusting. Oh my gosh. A Django Tarkentown 1 here. I want to see what's different about his list compared to Bobby Sapphire's. So Bobby opts to not run the Death Star Stormtrooper. And is that the main? That's like the main difference. Bobby Sapphire opts for breaking in. Most of it seems very similar though. Just Reckless Gunslinger instead of Stormtrooper. Reckless Gunslinger, deal 1 to base. That seems really, really interesting to include here for some reason. I guess it's just a burn card. Deals the damage to base. I think it's going to be really good with Boba next set. So I think the meta is kind of stabilizing. I think it's a good, solid meta. But we've kind of just stabilized on a couple things. Like, obviously, yeah, like red, blue hero's still good. We've seen that pop up a couple times in different forms. Han blue, Anakin blue, Mace blue. You know, that's obviously still good. The yellow-red villain, space, tempo aggro type deal. Sabine CL, Han 1 yellow. Quinlan Tarkentown, Quinlan green, Bosk. Another Kylo Tarkentown. This is sweet. What was this? Dallas? Oh, yeah, my buddy went to this one. He bubbled out of top eight. I was playing him yesterday, Nick, or Eekfoil. He was in this PQ, and he was saying that Anakin Blue took it. So Kylo Tarkentown was actually. Oh, it's no name or anything. I know this Kylo Tarkentown as well. Chris, was nice to see Quinlan do well this past weekend on stream. Oh yeah, was that the what tournament was that? Not well, London did well. This freaking tournament though, that's in. I guess well, this last weekend, I'm not even there yet. Crazy amount of green here. Wow, Django green, Thrawn green. Hold on, hold on. Thrawn green. This basically just looks like a Palp yellow. Swifty, what's up, dude? This one looks like Palp yellow, dude. Wild. Palp yellow with a faster leader. Pretty cool though. Seeing some really cool lists. Especially this one. This list is amazing. Props to this guy, right? I'm trying to pick out some of the Cad Bane green in Dallas. Oh, interesting. Oh, come on. Come on. Bosk, Zuckus, Cad Bane, Maul, Cartel Spacer, Lurking Tie. Lurking Tie and Strafing Gunship in the main. Salacious, Boba Fett. This is a pretty sweet list, actually. I'm into it. Strafing Gunship seems crazy, though. Another Han 1 red. Cad Bane Tarkentown wins St. Louis. Asajj Tarkentown. That's pretty sick. Tons of Django. Tons of Django Tarkentown making top cuts. There's a Bosk Blue list that either won or placed top 8 running Texan main board. Was it this one? I did see Tekken main board. It honestly makes a lot of sense. Baltimore won by Han 1 Green. Kira Green got second. I think the blue green villainy is still super like people aren't running it anymore. But it's still so good. Portland, oh my gosh, just a freaking onslaught of these red yellow villain decks. Kira ECL is super good in Han. Yeah, and they lost. They lost to Han Green. I bet Han Green is a little more set up to deal with Kira or Blue in general. And then we already saw this one. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. Okay, well, pretty much this is all old news, right? So this is the most recent one, right? These are the most recent PQs. Tenerife? I don't know. Green Han is interesting. Green Han's been there's been a spike in green Hans, and I think it's honestly because green Han does really well against Han yellow, right? So it's like instead of facing the mirror, Han yellow versus Han yellow, which is kind of a weird interaction, they just kind of go for that step up, right? Palp Blue won this one. Yeah, Palp Blue. It's that green blue villainy. Um, it's still so good. Seemed pretty standard. It's my boy. Is this my copycat of my boy Phenom? Similar. Yeah. Yep. Similar, not quite though. The freaking Street Gang Recruiter is crazy. I guess Street Gang Recruiter brings back Bounty Hunter Crew, which brings back Vigilance. You go even harder on the milk game plan. That's nuts. I wonder how often that combo works out. Time to try the Carlo Green decarb. That's what you're gonna be on, the Kylo Green. I think there's something there. My thing with Kylo Green, well, was there a Kylo Green that did well somewhere? Zaragoza. Cad Bane Tarkentown took it. Let's see this. Let's peep this guy's list. Cunning. I was gonna say it seems pretty standard. I really like Toro, but I never tried him in CAD because it just feels weird not getting your ping off, right? But Toro's still amazing, especially if you're just running a bunch of bounty hunters anyway. I honestly, if I was gonna continue down the set three path, I might try putting Toro back in my list just to see. The cunning is nuts. That's the main. Cunning and Toro are the main spice of this list, I'd say. Love it. No sneak attack. So he's only running 3, 6, 8 tricks. I'm surprised he doesn't have sneak attack. Sneak attack's kind of bonkers here. I'm gonna be gone from April through like October, so I'm gonna probably call it a day on Star Wars until next year rotation. Whoa! You're gonna be gone from April through October. Dang, D-Carp, what are you doing, dude? Another Han. I'm sick of seeing Hans. Django Green. This is. I want to see this one. Django Green and Yoda Blue, I guess? Oh, this just seems so gross. I don't. Gonna be working as a cook in a beach town. You got no time for Star Wars during that whole year? Well, I guess it's only April to October, which is like 6 months, half a year. For half a year, you're not gonna play Star Wars? Helping to open a restaurant. That's dope. That's super cool. I don't really like this type of deck, but but this, on the other hand, this is beautiful. This is what I would. This is something close to what I would run if I played Django. The blue Yoda is in my opinion. I agree. Also, not much of a scene there. Gonna play on Carabast. Oh yeah, you gotta play on Carabast. Keep up to date. Are you gonna try to go to the Galactic Championship in Vegas or what? I like this list a lot. I think there's something with Django Green. I think green yellow villain is just really, really good. Um, on blue one. Okay. What the hell? Oh, you guys can't even see it. This is the image I opened up to. 60% of the time it draws every time. I forget his name. I forget that guy's name, but it's from Anchorman. Oh, you live in Canada. Okay, okay. I talked to people at CCC about going to Vegas. A lot seem interested. Eric said he could possibly get a room at the Venetian for free. What? That's crazy. Tell him to hook us up. Hook up the Fresno boys. This is kind of sick, actually. So he's definitely going for that C3PO card draw engine. Just drawing three. Jedi lightsabers, Ezra, Falcon, Concord Dawn. Wow, yeah, a lot of three. Han's just showing up in every single color. Kind of nutty. It needs to stop. So he beat this deck. I'm really into this red green. It just seems inconsistent. Like, how often do you actually get to, like, mega ramp, you know? That's the only thing that would sketch me out about it. I hate missing ramp. In a deck that, like, really wants ramp, I hate missing ramp. Funny way to beat this boss green deck is don't play anything. That's the game plan. Just don't play anything. The Bean ECL, let's see what a... Ooh, Cad Bane ECL. Let's go. I wonder if it's a viewer. Let's go. So, what is different about this? I guess going back heavy to Darksaber. Oh man. Heavy to Darksaber. Interesting, interesting. Seems pretty standard for the most part, though. Not every Sabine list runs it. The one time, yeah, timely too. Let's see. Finland only had a top four. There's only 25 players in Finland. That sucks. Oh, I haven't been really looking at the player counts. That's probably pretty important. There's 75 players at mine. These are like so low. Berlin, 79. Help Yellow. Boba Yellow. Love to see that. I think Boba's good. I think there's definitely something there. This seems wild. This seems really wild. I bet this guy just like really knew his list. The EUs aren't as big. A lot of same players go to them from what I've been told. It definitely seems that way. They don't hit as many get as many hits as the ones here. But that's so funny too at the same time because there was that massive the first like mega tournament was from the EU, you know? I'm into that Boba list. Ooh, favorable delegate. Let's go. I remember playing that when I was first doing Palp Yellow. Man, part of me wishes I kept going with Palp Yellow. But then again, like the aggro matchup just felt so fucking terrible. It didn't make any sense to keep going with it. But this is cool. This is cool. I like Palp Yellow. I like the one sneak attack. Being able to sneak attack your reinforcement walker is disgusting. Or sneak attack your devastator to win the game. Ugh. Ugh. Then there's like two Kira greens. What's the fave delegate combo? I think the main reason you run it is just to draw your ramp. It draws a card when played, and then when defeated, you discard a card. So I think the idea is just to get closer to getting your ramp, honestly. I don't know if there's like a specific combo for it. I like it. I was playing around with it when I was playing Palpatine, but and he's an official, so he also procs Royal Guard. It's their version of Pershing or Inferno 4, basically. And it just gets your ramp more consistently. This was an interesting top 8. 2 Anakins, 2 Kiras, 2 Hans, and then a Palp and a Boba. Ludwigsburg, of course. Okay, Han, lots of Han. Another Mace Blue. We're seeing this pop up even more now. I feel like it's just the normal red-blue hero, right? Just some red-blue hero shenanigans. Yeah, they really like this Stella Guerrera. She pulls tactics, right? Oh, bombing runs a tactic. Vanquish is a tactic. Oh, interesting. Takedown's a tactic. Wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, basically, it's a draw card without playing a patrolling V-Wing. Yeah. This is interesting, actually. Being able to pull tactics. You may deal 2 damage to your base if you do search the top 8 cards of your deck for a tactic. Rivals Fall is a tactic. Open Fire is a tactic. Daring Raid is a tactic. Holy crap, you have so many pulls with her. That's actually kind of sick. I'm so curious about this, actually. This Mace deck also targets Han. Open Fire deals 5 to DJ. Well, right, you'd have to deal 1 damage to a damaged enemy unit. That's true. You can answer DJ with 1 open fire. This is a pretty solid deck against Han, right? And then you have the hand hate with the force throw and the pillage. And ultimately you have a 5/8 that comes out that you could pop a lightsaber on. Kills Han with open fire? Oh, it does. Oh shit. But over 2 actions. Damn, I love to see Mace Window getting some play though. I was wondering about Stila Guerrera, but there's so many. Pillage is a tactic. There's so many tactics. Good tactics in red blue. Same as DJ, but yeah. You got wrecked by this deck last week? Who was playing it? Well, the thing about killing DJ in 2 actions is that's not as big of a deal because you're trying to answer DJ as soon as he comes out. So he comes out and he's exhausted. You can answer him in 2 actions, no problem. You're not worried about him attacking, right? Oh, he was playing double red. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, he's been on double red for a while. Damn. I forgot his name too. It's gonna come to me. Damn it. No, I can't think of it. Fuck. But yeah, maybe he should try blue. That'd be interesting. I know he plays aggression in his though. Another Han Green. Let's peep this list. I did play against this on Kiribati like a month ago, and it wasn't fun. Yeah, I bet, dude. That sucks. The interesting thing about Han Green is that it looks really similar to like the boba yellow, right? You know, it's so funny at the beginning of set three. I don't think I made a video about it or anything. I think I was like in between videos, and I was really just trying to find my deck to play. Han Green was one of the decks I wanted to try. That was one of the things I wanted to try early set three, and I never did. I never did. I don't know. The hero side of things just it doesn't call to me as much as villain side, you know? But I thought Han Green would be really good. Oh my gosh, Berlin got blasted by Sabines. I guess there's only two. I guess I just saw a Bosk ECL. Yeah, I would run Bosk ECL if I ran a Bosk Green. IG-11, Toro. Yeah, this is sweet. This is sweet. ECL Django in to get a bounty. Love it. No wow, hold on. No resupply. That's kind of interesting, right? No resupply. Warsaw, another Django one, another Han Red, and another Krennic ECL. Yeah, Krennic's cool. I love that Steadfast Battalion is still seeing play. Steadfast Battalion was one of my favorite cards back in the Boba heyday. I tried Krennic ECL as well. I didn't like my matchup against Palpatine. It, it sucks that that's the only reason I got off of it. Krennic ECL was one of the decks I was seriously considering as well. Definitely a cool Krennic with cool deck title. I just noticed that. Thank you for pointing that out. Luckily, Palp isn't really up there. Only Palp Blue. Yeah, I've been surprised. I mean, I've seen a lot of Palp Yellows. Quinlan Blue. I'm assuming Jedi Lightsaber is prevalent here. Yeah. I feel like the differences between the Quinlan decks are which lightsaber do you want to attach to Quinlan? Do you want it to be Jedi lightsaber? Do you want it to be General's Blade? Or do you want to just throw a blaster on him? Those are the three choices. I love that now there are two of them. Hmm. I'm assuming for Force or Jedi, honestly. I guess it would be Grogu into Kiadi Mundi or Republic. Yeah, this is really good now there are two of them list. A Hondo list, huh? Palpatine Tarkintown. Palpatine Tarkintown, dude. Nasty. That's nasty. I feel like Bosk just has to be better than this, though. No barrage main board. feel like Bosk is just the move. That's spicy though. Help green. Heavy control here. Heavy control. Two Sabines were able to squeak in though. Oh my gosh, look at this. Get this ad out of here. What the hell? Sabine ECL was 19, Django Tarkentown 11, Quinlan Tarkentown 8. Not even Han Cunning was that big. Oh, the Pout Bosk Blue or Pout Blue? What the hell? That was weird. I didn't even ask Epic Games to launch. Load. Yeah, tech in the main. I think you might as Bounty Hunter crew. You might as well, honestly. You might as well. Hawaii, 24 players? Ugh, sad. Yoda Green won it. Wow. Santiago. New York? Was this, yeah, this was Lego Pizza. This deck is wild. Yeah, Luke, Cad Bane. For that Ewing reinforcement spice. I was hearing about him playing those. That's nasty. That is nasty. Yeah, imagine being on the other side of the table when your opponent plays U-Wing and they pull out a freaking Cad Bane, dude. That is gross. He's got Tranquility in the two Tranquilities in the sideboard. Wow, this is something. Oh, oh, I'm tired, guys. He beat a Django Tarkentown in the finals. So many Tarkentowns, dude. Oh, he played this guy from KTOD or something, right? Imagine playing Han Green and your opponent says Barrage Luke Skywalker. He did have a barrage, huh? In the sideboard. Yeah. You just have Luke Skywalker and you barrage. Oh man. That's nuts. I want to see one of these Kira lists. Kira ECL. The one and only John Tata. Okay. Yep, this is pretty sweet. I like ECL. I like Gideon with ECL. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Whoa, Obi-Wan ECL. Whoa, two Kylo Tarkentowns. And a Rey Tarkentown. And a Luke ECL. Let's go, dude. That's kind of sick. Props to these guys for... The meta seems so crazy. There's so many things to play. That was the KTOD member in the pick. John Tata, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I figured. I figured that's what you're talking about. It's cool to see some Obi-Wan perform. I knew Obi-Wan early on was seeing a lot of play from people. And then it seemed like people just stopped playing it. I don't know. Seems pretty good. It seems really cool that Ewing can pull a freaking Tranquility, right? Yeah. And it puts a Republic unit from your discard pile to your hand. So that's Sakura, Obi-Wan's ship. I'm worried about Obi ECL. It's actually so good. I believe he went X1 as well. Tranquility Loop is cool. Yeah, I think yeah, Obi-Wan's really good. I remember early on though, when I was playing Palp Yellow, I felt so comfortable into Obi-Wan. So I didn't really worry too much about it, I guess. Yeah, this is sick. I really like Kylo Tarkentown. Give him a twice the pride, dude. First fallen lightsaber and then twice the pride and then hidden for like a million. Yeah, this is cool. And then Ray Tarkentown. Yep, seems like set 2 Ray. Yeah, they didn't they stayed in set 2. They didn't make any set 3 changes. That's so funny. You know a set is like I don't know, it seems like a lot of decks were able to stay in set 2, like Sabine, um, Ray Tarkentown, Bosk, ECL, Bosker Green, I mean, like a lot of these decks were able to stay in set 2 form. It's very interesting. I mean, even Han Yellow, like, they're pretty much a set 2 deck, right? Bosk Blue is stuck in set 1. Yeah, basically, I guess Perilous Position is the only thing that they have from any other sets, right? Well, Bosk is set 2, though. And Top Target. Wait, now I gotta find a Bosk Blue list and just prove you wrong. Top Target, Pershing, Deathmark, Client, Perilous Position, Bell the Dragon, Snoke, majority of it's set 1. Yeah, there's a lot of set 2 stuff. If you said set 2, maybe. Because really the only addition from set 3 is Perilous Position, right? So, like half and half set 2 and set 1. It's interesting, like set 3, it feels like there was a good amount of strong stuff that came out, especially the leaders. Like we have Quinlan, we have Django, we have Anakin, Obi-Wan, even I mean Mace Windu's popping around. So there's like 5 leaders from set 3 that are like performing, right? But the cards themselves really have not like yeah, it is the hero set. Quinlan, I guess Django's the only exception. All the heroes are good though. But it hasn't really changed many top decks, right? A lot of the top decks still have mostly set 2, mostly set 1 stuff. It didn't really change a whole lot, right? Like Perilous Position, P38, those are really the only like 2 cards I could think of. Palpatine got a lot with like Poggle. Um, even Confederate Courier and Droid Commando. I like this list, this Separatist list. Cad Bane. There's probably like under 10 cards that really changed anything. Persuader Tank, Geonosis Patrol Fighter. So because of that, I'm really interested to see like how if set 4 can do even more to the meta, or if it just becomes like another deal where it's like, okay, the base, the foundation is mostly going to be set 1 and 2, and then there's going to be like a handful of cards that actually make the cut. The only thing that changed was Boba got sent to the trash can, lol. Yeah, that was the biggest change. That was a bigger change to the meta than 250 freaking cards getting added to the pool. Isn't that wild? Banning one leader was a bigger change than adding 250 new cards. It almost makes me think, like, I wonder what would have happened if they kept Boba in. Like, I feel like there's now ban DJ so I can play Control again. You can still play Control. Oh, we already saw all these. I scrolled up to find a Bossk Blue. Montreal, Han 1 Yellow versus Han 1 Red. It's just memeing. I know, I know. Ah, here we go. Hondo ECL. Fuck yeah. Double green Hondo? Double green Hondo. Double green Hondo. And I feel like if this person was just playing, like, Palpatine, like, what do they have to smuggle? They have, I guess they have the battle tank, the ship, just Palp Green, but with Hondo. I wonder if Hondo actually makes the Hondo comes out at 6. I wonder if Hondo actually makes the aggro matchup a little better. Because that would be the only case I could see going Hondo instead of Palp. Or, of course, if he's just, like, memeing. But I guess, like, his ability can buff up his Sentinels. It can buff up his key units. And he doesn't have to, like, he's not even running Royal Guard or anything like that. The lackey are constant stream of smuggle. Oh. Oh, that's spicy, dude. Okay. That's right. Enterprising lackeys keep coming back. Oh yeah, this is way better against aggro than ECL in lackeys, barrage them, and then you're getting all these buffs after you smuggle them out. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. And it's perfect because enterprising lackeys are like straight out of Hondo's crew. So it's like, it works. Tanner's building this deck. That seems cool. I'm into it. I'm having a hard time, like, with set 3 right now. I just want set 4 to come out so bad. Like, I'm even having a hard time going through these results. Pre-Vizsla Blue, I heard that's this one. Swifty, I remember Jackson built a Pre-Vizsla Blue early on. Like, that was the first deck he built. That was the first deck he built in set 3. And he dominated at a local event and then just threw it in the trash, basically. He was like, alright, that was fun, I'm done. And, yeah, it was really, really good. I'm surprised he got off of it. He went straight to Palp after that. You want your red ramp? Is that what they said? They're gonna have red ramp next set? Ooh, Darth Vader green. Darth Vader is always scary. It's always a contender, I feel like. I actually think when they release the red ramp in next set, it makes that deck so much better. You think so? What do you think the red ramp is gonna be, though? Because when I think of red ramp, I'm not thinking something like resupply. I'm not thinking like I feel like it's gonna have some sort of condition. Deal damage? So you think it deals damage and ramps? Oh, themselves or a unit? That'd be interesting. Yeah, it'd be like a really aggressive way to ramp. I don't know. I still don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll be as good as like Super Laser Technician or Resupply. Maybe it'll be like a price on your head type level ramp where, you know, in certain decks it does really well because it has like one conditional thing that like only works really well in certain decks. You know what I mean? Like green ramp, like Vader here. He's not running price on your head. But he's running Resupply and Super Laser Technician. Every green deck is going to run those cards if they're ramping, right? I have a feeling the red ramp isn't going to be like a Resupply or Super Laser Technician. I think it's going to give more of a price on your head vibe. I think it'd be cool if it was like a bounty or something, or whatever the equivalent of bounty is for set 4. It's going to be something negative to you for extra ramp. Maybe. Like deal damage to a friendly unit. I could see that. That would be really good though. That seems really, really good. If it was something like that, that would go in Vader hands down. Vader would be killer. That would be exciting. You know what? I'm stoked to see it. If they came out with a really sick red ramp card, I would probably go back. I would probably try Vader Green again. That was my first love in SWU. My first deck was Vader Green. And it's funny because I don't even think I have any videos about it. The earliest video I have is Krennic Green. So, according to my channel, Krennic Green was my first love. But it was actually Vader Green. A little bit of Jake Shell trivia there. Cad Bane Green, let's go! Another one. But he's running Echo Base. Helps return in the main. We got Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt is going to pull a sneak attack. Look the other way. Interesting. Look the other way. So Jabba pulls Waylay, sneak attack, 5, 6, 9 tricks. Man, if you're running Jabba... Oh, he's running sneak attack. Okay, I was going to say. I just said that, actually. Sneak attack into a reinforcement walker is dope. In terms of the control, the biggest issue is just ramping to endgame or just against Han. Yeah. I think ramp is your best answer. I think green control has the best answers to Han. Ah, I see. You want your red ramp for Bosk Blue. That's what you want. Giving them some ramp would help them compete against green-yellow villain. You want your Bosk Blue ramp. Why didn't I even put that together? Iden Green. Is this just like the Tarkin or the yeah, it's like a Kira Green or a Krennic Green. Very similar. Okay, and that's all the tournaments so far. You know, very similar stuff. I love seeing stuff like Vader come out, losing to Han. This is actually, I feel like, one of Han's probably toughest matchups, actually. Let's look at this deck again. We were just talking about ramping, and I think ramping is one of the hardest things to combat for Han. But, okay, now the thing is, ramping won't help enough for Vader. If you ramp once, right, and you're on 6 resources, that's still the Han turn, right? You're on 6, they're on 5. they can still bring out Han and DJ you before you get Vader out. And I think if they can do that, they pretty much win. I don't think there's any way to. I think that's actually the thing is Vader just comes out so late that they can still like play around it, you know? Leaders that come out late really, really struggle against Han. Spec, since this Vader isn't playing ECL. Yeah, I think if he was playing ECL, it might have been better for him. Let's look at some spoilers. We don't have our red ramp, but we have like 86 cards, which is kind of nuts already. That's almost half. Well, that's a fourth. 1/4 about. And I'm not going to go through every single card. I just want to go through stuff that I'm thinking about, that I really like so far that we've seen. I don't think everything's worth going through. And honestly as well, I think something like Admiral Piet is going to be good. I'm not interested in playing him, but I think he's worth talking about. A lot of people freaked out about him. You know, being able to play a capital ship for 1 less is kind of cool. And then his flip, you get 2 less. Kind of nuts. Watch Veiled Shot hit the new Falcon for 15 in 1 turn. That card and the new R2 are broken. He hit the new Falcon for 15 in 1 turn. Turn 4, what was his leader? Oh, it's Wedge? So, how is he playing? Are these cards available on Karabast already? How is he? What was he doing to play? Or was he on like Force Table? Oh, Tabletop. Oh, does Tabletop have the new images? Interesting. Play a card from your hand using piloting. It costs 1 less. Attached unit is a leader. It gains the next pilot card you play. So he just stacked up the Falcon with Wedge. That's interesting. That is interesting. So Captain Phasma, the art is fucking sick, by the way. I think like Grand Admiral Thrawn looks cool. You know, he's blue villain, and he just doubles when defeated abilities. This seems dope. I'm excited for this. I might not try it, but I think he looks cool and the art looks cool, and Thrawn's one of my favorite characters. Um so who knows? I might try it. But this right here is gonna be my boy, I think. Oh, you hope they clarify the when defeated on Super Laser? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's like what's that one card? Unrefusable offer. Like you can't. Oh, just to make sure people know. Yeah, that would be cool. What was the thing with unrefusable offer? You can't like double activate. I don't know. There's something similar to that with unrefusable offer, where it's like the wording makes it seem like you could do this thing, but you can't physically like put 2 super laser techs down, right? I'm probably gonna make a video about Boba Fett because I think this is gonna be something that I dive into. Um, and I think Boba Fett really shows, uh, you know, the power of um piloting as a leader. Especially if you're like Boba Yellow. Like I keep having this thought of like Boba is just a threat on the ground because of things like Boba's armor, right? I know it comes out at 6. That's pretty late, but like that's a pretty big deal to be able to have Boba's armor. Not only that, but you deploy him as an upgrade, and he deals 4 damage. He's basically a barrage on a stick, right? And he gives something +4/+4. And obviously the dream seems to be, turn 6 or resource 6. You play a fire spray, bring out Boba Fett as a leader. You have a 9/10 fire spray readied. One refusable offer was that both effects are tried, but whoever has priority gets to interact with SLT and the other person does not. Okay. Interesting. Right. Put Boba on Boba Fett, then give him Boba's armor. You're saying to pilot pilot Boba Fett? That'd be nuts if you could. It is going to be interesting because you can also pilot ground vehicles, right? But I think we already know red yellow villain space. Red yellow villain space has been amazing since set 2 when Triple Dark Raid came out, right? So we know for a fact that this is going to be a premier way to play red yellow space. And I'm really interested in exploring that. And I want to explore that as soon as possible. And all these other leaders, not as interested about. Boba's kind of the guy I'm looking at. I'm setting my sights in, and especially if I switch off at CAD, it's gonna be to Boba. Back to my love. Um, yeah, so I'm really excited for set 4. I think this is gonna um how many leaders do we have left to showcase? So how many do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 12. Probably like 18, right? Aren't there 30 usually? Let's see. It always it's so interested about SwooDB. Anytime you filter, it takes forever, but so oh, there were only 18. Oh, I guess there's like 30 total. I don't know why. There's only 18. How many were in the first one? Why did I think 30? That's so many. Kells, what's up, dude? Good to see you. So probably like only 6 more. Yeah, because we have 12 already. Yeah, there's 18%. Wow, so there's only 6 more leaders. There better be some more. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pilots out of 12. So what do you think there'll be? Maybe there'll be 9 pilot leaders and 9 non-pilot leaders? 9 and 9? I just think I think pilot is going to be such a crazy mechanic, especially on your leader, because up until this point, we've kind of all of our answers to leaders have had to be on the ground. But now you're going to be able to like arena dodge with your leader. So like that's going to add so much to the game, I think. Only one yellow villain leader. Yeah, so there's one yellow villain. So there's probably going to be another yellow villain, right? Maybe a green villain. That's two out of. I guess if there's 9 more. We have all 4 colors. We need the red heroes, right? Red heroes haven't been released. There's bound to be one more green villain, one more yellow villain, maybe 2 red heroes. That's 4. And then like 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. Anyway, we still need 2 more rare bases. I kind of want to talk about these. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Colossus. 35 will be worth for control. You don't think Bosk Blue wants this? I don't know, dude. 35 HP. Yeah, it's definitely worth testing, right? $35 HP seems pretty gross, but you start with 1 less card. Now, obviously, if you're Bosk Blue, you're going to be drawing a bunch with your bounties, with your Pershing. Aggro's going to hate this base. I know, dude. This is going to be... I think this is going to be a premier control base. I really do. AJ, I think having 3 usable card opening hand is pretty bad and probably not worth the extra 5 life. Three usable cards opening hand is pretty bad. So you're saying if you took this base... Oh, yep. Yep, that's true. Yeah. I didn't think about it that way, huh? I guess, yeah, after resourcing, you have 3 cards. Yeah, especially the hand hate. Yep, yep, yep. Shilton loses value. That's true. Yeah. Maybe there's going to be a leader that works really well with that base. You never know. Now, this one had people in like a weird stir when it was spoiled, I saw. People were losing their shit over that. They were like, you know, there was people like, why would you take 27 health for this? But I do think, I mean, I think it'll be good. 3 life for more consistent deck. But Tarkentown is really good. Tarkentown is the base that you would have to compare this to, and I think Tarkentown is just straight up better. I think this base, in order for it to shine, it'll probably have to wait for Tarkentown to rotate out, right? So it's been one of those things, it feels like, where all the rare bases that come out are just not as good as set 1. Like, the set 1 rare bases just slapped so hard. Mainly ECL, Tarkentown. Sounds like a Twin Sun base. Interesting. Is going down by 5 cards that good in Twin Suns though? Going from 80 to 75? You'll get picked on with less health. Yeah, true. Now, the blue villains that got released are the reason that I'm so interested in Thrawn. Like, Krennic is going to be so good. A 2/2 shielded, so he's a crafty smuggler, but he does extra. So it's like, oh, your super laser tech actually costs 2 now. Oh, your Inferno 4 actually costs 1. Oh, your Onyx Squadron Brute costs 1. Like, this is so good. Director Krennic is so good. I think he's gonna be in like every single blue deck. And then Chimera. When played, you may use a when defeated ability on another friendly unit. Like, what? And then you could double it up. I think Chimera and Director Krennic are two huge reasons to want to go into Krennic or to Thrawn. And I think a Thrawn green would be really, really interesting. Even without the like obviously Thrawn can't double up on super laser technicians when defeated ability. But like Director Krennic just being able to make him cost 2, like come on, that's dope. Even just that, like if you're running ECL, so this is what's been in my head with Krennic and Super Laser Technician. So I'm running Thrawn ECL. Okay. Turn 1 I play Krennic. Turn 2 I ECL in my Super Laser Technician for 2 resources. Dies, goes down. I have 2 more resources. So I've already played 2 resources on turn 2. I have 2 more resources to play with, and I play like a 3 cost when defeated card or something like that because it costs 1 less, right? 4 wall BLK mail. Thanks for the subscription, dude. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. Does that make an obnoxious sound for you guys when it pops up? I hope it's not too loud. But anyway, that's what I picture, right? Like having a crazy turn 2 like that. Or even so, like turn 2, you just play a Super Laser Technician for 2, and then you play like Onyx Squadron Brute or like a ship or like Inferno 4. Don't tempt me with a good time. I'm telling you, I think it's gonna be good. I think green is gonna be a good way to play. I know I have a buddy who was talking about Thrawn Red. I mean the first thing you think about with red is Ruthless Raider. Being able to double up on Ruthless Raider ping, kind of nasty, right? Heroes. I haven't really looked at the heroes much, but I think, Cassian seems interesting. Gold Leader obviously seems. I don't know if Gold Leader seems interesting. If this unit is defending, the attacker gets -1. Ahsoka is nuts. Oh yeah, we're not even in yellow yet, dude. We're not even in yellow. Of course, I'm going to talk about Ahsoka. I think Direct Hit is going to be another one of those 4-cost removals that sees a lot of play. I bet this is going to be a good sideboard. If there's a lot of vehicle stuff that pops up. The fact that it's non-leader, though, it might not be as good because, upgrading ships with your leader is huge. What else? Blue leader is fucking nuts, bro. Oh my god. Blue leader is going to be nuts. Blue leader and Chewbacca. Why does Sabine keep getting like these crazy cards? I think Blue Leader and Chewbacca are going to be nuts. Blue Leader being able to ambush for 3 as a 3/3 ship, those are great stats. Or you could just pay 2. You could make it a 5 cost, 5/5 ambush on the ground. Pretty nuts. Chewbacca is obviously insane. Not only is he a 5/6 for 5 that can't be defeated or returned to hand, but he's piloting for 3 and that does the exact same thing. Chewbacca is going to be a staple. Green Hero Space needed a buff. This is great for them. You know, I guess Bright Hope was like the main thing they had, right? But they didn't need space. Right? That was the whole thing. They didn't need space. But I guess now that a lot, most stuff is going to be space involved now. I think. Oh my god. I think the Invisible Hand is interesting. When played, when it completes an attack, you could search for a droid. I think this will be really good in like a Grievous Green. Oh, did we just say that at the same time, Kels? That's funny. Yeah, I think the Invisible Hand, there's going to be something there for sure. Especially for decks that care about droids. Red Leader. Red Leader is probably going to be some bullshit. This unit costs 1 less to play for each friendly pilot unit and upgrade. When a pilot unit attaches to this unit, create an X-Wing token. So, I mean, we already see Wedge. Wedge can utilize this. Or, with the Falcon, you're wanting to put pilots on it, right? More pilots you have, better this is. More X-Wing tokens you get. I think Resupply Carrier is going to be really, really good. Resupply Carrier is just going to be another, like, Palp card. I feel like Palp's going to want this. You could play something on 6 resources to ramp up to your Palp turn, next turn. I think it'll be really good. The fact that it's 6, it might not be as much of a staple as like Resupply or Super Laser Technician, but ramping is usually sees play, right? Gratis is a great answer to many of the new old ships. Great answer to the ships. Sentinel 8/6. While you control another resistance card, you gain Sentinel. When defeated, deal damage equal to the unit's power to an enemy unit. That's probably gonna see play, honestly. That seems pretty good. It's hard to say though. Turbo Laser Salvo. I'm so excited about this one. Oh, it's a legendary. I didn't even realize that. Choose an arena. A friendly space unit deals damage equal to its power to each enemy unit in that arena. It's going to be like heroes can use it. It's going to be like a bigger barrage, basically, at times, especially if you have like a capital ship down. Like we'll see it later, but especially if you have a Devastator down. I'm excited for Devastator. I am so excited for Devastator. This is like Boba's dream right here. You assign all indirect damage you deal to opponents. So as soon as you drop him in Boba, you're dealing 5 to base. You have this paired with the Turbo Laser Salvo, you're dealing so much damage to everything. We'll get to that stuff though. Turbo Laser is going to be real good. First Order Stormtrooper, I think, is going to be really good. I think that's going to be a staple red villain card, especially in Boba. As soon as you attack with him, you're dealing 2 indirect damage with Boba. As soon as you attack and he dies, you're dealing, 2 indirect damage. You deal 4 indirect damage, right? The on attack triggers an indirect damage. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of a different card. You deal 3 indirect damage. But I'm thinking if you pair that with Hunting Aggressor, then you deal 4 indirect damage. On attack, killing him, dealing 4. And then you deal 2 more. You're dealing 6 with Hunting Aggressor. Hunting Aggressor is so good. Increase indirect damage by 1. So that's every instance of indirect damage, too. I'm so excited for this set 4. Like, just this red stuff, even. You know? Planetary Bombardment. Choreographed Turn, whatever that, however you say that. You can ready a freaking fire spray. Or fighters. Planetary Bombardment with Devastator is just 12 damage to base. I think there's gonna be some really cool shit. Even if you don't get the 12 damage to base, even if you just make your opponent choose where 8 damage goes, like that's still really good too, right? Obviously, in this indirect damage deck, Droid Missile Platform will probably be really good. 3 for a 4/2 that deals 3 indirect damage. I feel like you could just overwhelm your opponent with indirect damage to the point where, like, you just win the race, right? And then you play a freaking fire spray that readies to finish the game if you need to. You play a fire spray that readies, put Boba on him, deal 9 damage to base. So in my new Boba dreams, right? There is a world where I consider, I mean, IG88, it's probably going to be good in any color of Boba, but I think especially in like a Boba green with ECL, and you can ECL IG88 in for 7 damage as a ground unit. Pretty nuts. I've been thinking about this a lot. I haven't been thinking about set 3 at all. I've been thinking about all set 4. Let's see. Am I going through these too fast? Oh yeah, Allegiant General Pride. Boba Yellow's tight. I think it's gonna be good, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I'll settle on yellow, but like triple dark raid, fire spray, Boba's armor, like, oh, yellow is so good. Um, TIE Phantom, slap Boba on it. A 6/6 hitting for 8 that you can't kill. Ugh. General Pride is obviously going to be good. Defeating upgrades. And his on attack deals 2 indirect damage if you have the initiative. So good. Rampart seems fine. I think we have, there's probably some more stuff that can support Rampart than we've seen. But I guess it's, you want to put like turn 2, slap a pilot on it or something, right? I don't know. Starhopper probably goes in Boba Yellow. Mist Hunter seems interesting. And of course, Bosk and Boba Fett. Obviously, Boba Fett is another Boba Fett's armor target. Shielded 5/5/4. I don't think that's that good. But playing it as an upgrade for 2, you give something +2/+3, which is kind of nuts. And you can deal 1 damage to a unit. The attached unit is a transport. You may deal 2 damage instead. Okay. So obviously it's encouraging you to play this on fire spray. Anakin pilot is insane. Piloting 2 gives +2/+3. You may return this upgrade to its owner's hand when attached unit completes an attack. Yeah, I guess it's just like you could keep replaying it, right? Like if you have 4 resources up, you could put this on one ship, attack, put it back, put it on another ship, attack, put it back. I guess that does seem kind of insane, right? Just +2 power for 2 at like on demand. Oh, Wedge makes him 1 cost. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's gonna be gross. Bosk obviously pairs nicely with Houndstooth. You can exhaust the defender and Houndstooth while attacking an exhausted unit. Deals combat damage before the defender, so that's kind of a cool little combo. But I don't think that's very consistent. I don't think I would put Bosk or Houndstooth in my Boba Yellow, but we'll see. Gosh, Yellow Hero did get some good stuff. We got Anakin and Ahsoka. Ahsoka's disgusting. Oh, we don't need this. We don't need to make Han and Quinlan better. I don't like it. I don't like it. Discard a card from their hand. If it's a unit, you may exhaust a unit. Ugh. Yeah, the art is really sick. They did a really good job with the art. I like the art in a lot of this stuff, dude. Let's see. Home one's kind of silly. It goes with Akbar's ability, just giving the opponent X-wings, and then you can play a home one. Seems kind of wild, but it's possible. It is possible. Mandalorian is crazy, I think. Play him, you exhaust up to 2 ground units. If you play him as an upgrade for 2, you exhaust an enemy unit in this arena. I think he's going to be really good. He's going to see play. And another one where the art is super fucking dope. I think the Mandalorian's one of the best looking cards. Got all the button lights shining off of him. So sick. Yeah, Mando is nice. Let's see. Independent Smuggler is another. He's interesting. It only costs 1 to throw him on something. And talking about Wedge, it'll cost 0. So this probably goes in a Wedge yellow deck. And you give something +1/+1 and raid 1. Which, if you do have Wedge, hold on, let me see Wedge again. Yeah, so what is Wedge's leader side? Play a card from your hand using piloting. It costs 1 less. Ugh. So you can literally play that for 0 on demand. That's kind of nasty. Independent Smuggler's probably going to see play. Just 1/1 for 1 and raid 1. That's decent enough, I guess, but being able to pilot with it is like really crazy. Commandeer is going to be really fucking good, I think. It's a trick, so Boba or Django can Jabba. Jabba can grab it, which is really cool. I think it's gonna see a ton of play, at least in the sideboard. But you literally just take control of a non-leader vehicle unit that costs 6 or less without a pilot on it. If you do ready it at the start of the regroup phase, return that unit to its owner's hand. So you grab something, you ready it, you can swing in, and then at the end of the phase, just send it back to their hand. It's a capture, or it's a take control and bounce. That's kind of nuts. And it's any vehicle. Doesn't even have to be space. but it has to cost 6 or less. Commandeer is going to be really, really good. Especially, this is going to be another good Palpatine card. I can see, I can see you playing this and Jabba. Jabba grabs this. You play this for 4. Grab something. Right. So here's the line. 4 resources. Play Jabba. Grab this. Next turn, 5 resources. Play this for 4. Attack with the thing you stole. Sack it. That's 5 resources. I guess if you didn't ramp, but if you ramp, you have even more resources to play with. I think it's going to be dope. Definitely going to be a huge yellow sideboard card. Just to snag fire sprays, because fire spray is going to be all over the place with the new boba. Anyway, I'm curious about TIE Bomber. 0 attack, but it deals 3 indirect damage, which could be good in boba. It only costs 2. Fett's Fire Spray, the new Fire Spray, which I want to get a very nice Fire Spray from the Carbonite packs. This is going to be very, very good. And, you know, I was kind of saying something about boba yellow, boba green. Obviously, this is great with Triple Dark Raid. And it's also amazing with ECL. With Triple Dark Raid and with ECL, you get the when played and on attack to trigger in the same turn, dealing 4 indirect damage, 5 indirect damage with Boba's ability in 1 turn. Or you already have Hunting Aggressor out. Then you Triple Dark Raid this out, dealing 3, 6, 8 indirect damage. Dude, Hunting Aggressor is so good. And it's a 3/6 for 4. That's nothing to scoff at. A 3/6 for 4. And it just adds 1 to every instance of indirect damage. I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited for indirect damage, dude. And then obviously we have this BS right here, the new Falcon, where you get to deploy 1 additional pilot on this unit. And it gets +1 for each pilot on it. And then you put an R2 on it, and you get another additional pilot. Crazy. Yep, that's right, Swifty. Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be nuts. I think seems like this set in particular, there seems to be a pretty good balance between. Well, actually, Hero seems like it's getting the big stick here, the good end of the stick. Because all the good stuff that I'm talking about is all neutral. Yeah, Hero's gonna. Ugh, it's so annoying. I think Boba's gonna be really good though. I think Boba and Wedge both have the ability to like completely change the game, in my opinion. Just because of their piloting ability. I guess Rio seems good too, though. I really am interested in this piloting with leaders. Like there's not much there's not many ways to defeat a leader, right? And as soon as you deploy a leader onto a ship, that unit becomes a leader. Yeah, as we have it right now, Boba and Wedge are kind of the two big ones I see. I'm really stoked to see what's to come. Like what the other six leaders are. Man, this is gonna be my boy though, for sure. Last set they saved the more what the fuck leaders for the end. Oh yeah. Well, I don't remember who they saved for the end, but I definitely think they're saving stuff for last, right? Nalase and Palp were the last two, I think. Okay, so there's gonna be some derpy shit you think as the last few. Also, I'm really curious about those starter decks that they're coming out with, or the what are they called? Showcase decks, or I forget what they're called. But those seem worth picking up. Those seem like pretty competitive angled decks. Buying any Carbonite packs? I do plan on buying a box. Well, I'm not gonna buy any regular packs. I'm gonna buy one box of Carbonite. And yeah, I'm gonna see what happens. I think I'm gonna buy one box of Carbonite and then buy singles for whatever else I need to fill out because like I still have a table of set three cards I need to put away. He's gonna buy a box, not hit his ship, and have to buy another lol. Those prestige cards. I know. I want to get a Devastator and a Fire Spray. I'm assuming all of the like ships are prestige cards, right? Or they're only select ships. All the uniques, right? Yeah, I'm definitely looking for Devastator. Mostly Fire Spray. I think Fire Spray is gonna be the sickest prestige. All unique ships, yeah. I want that prestige Fire Spray, baby. And then I want all I want, this is all I want from my Carbonite packs. Give me the Carbonite box. All I want, very little. I'm asking very little, right? Prestige Fire Spray, Prestige Devastator, and Showcase Boba. That's it. That's it. Just give those to me. I'll be a happy man. That's it. Very little. Very little. Watch me get like, I'm gonna get all the hero shit. I'm gonna get like a Prestige Falcon and a Prestige Home 1 instead. Then I'll have to play Lando Yellow. Exactly. I would have to. I would have to switch to a hero player. Filthy rebel scum. So yeah, those are kind of all the cards I'm excited for. All the cards I think are going to be good for set four. We went through some of the planetary qualifier results. Um, and this weekend I'm going to record a video about set four. About my plans moving forward. more about why I'm so focused on set 4 rather than set 3. I mean, ultimately, I just don't have any tournaments in set 3. Um, I do want to continue streaming Carabas games. That'll probably happen next week. But honestly, like, for myself, I don't need Carabas reps, but I am wanting to help out some friends. I know Swifty's got a PQ coming up in February, so like my Carabas streams are just gonna be like, hey, who needs reps, right? And I'll just rep games with whoever still has PQs on the horizon. Pretty much, I'm down to play any list. Like, if you need Sabine reps, I'll play Sabine. I feel like I could play most of the like meta stuff pretty well. I feel like I can figure it out and get anybody some good reps. But that's kind of my Carabast agenda. I don't really feel like grinding CAD ECL games. It's because if I'm not even gonna play him next set, like what's the point, right? He's definitely gonna be on my radar. That's the thing. I think as soon as set 4 comes out, I will make some boba stuff. I'll make some CAD stuff. But ultimately, yeah, I'm just excited for set 4 and for what's to come. So, yeah, a little bit of a short stream today. But video this weekend, more streams to come next week. At least 2. Okay, I'll do another sort of schedule. I don't know if you guys have gone to the community tab on my channel, but I'm gonna start posting schedules in that format that I did. I don't know who saw the post, but I know some of you did because I got some likes and some comments. But yeah, that's the game plan. So I don't know which days I'm streaming yet. Real ones, check the community tab. Hey, see, Jabba King knows what's up. I think, yeah, you might have been one of the comments actually. Now that I think about it, let me check before I. But I don't know how I would even check right now. That's it for tonight. I am gonna get back into games, back into, you know, I'm gonna talk about set 4. I'm gonna post set 4 videos. I'll probably keep up with the PQs and the news and spoilers, and we'll have it all here, all right? But definitely more videos to come. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.